You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
Welcome back to the Nerds Podcast. We have returned. This is kind of two birds with one stone here. We are we're trailer reaction for the new Super Mario Brothers movie, Mario Galaxy. And this is episode number 100 for us. So who would have thought, February 2025, when we started doing this, that we'd be here almost a year later, 100 episodes in. So thank you, everybody who has subscribed. If you have not, please do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share it with whoever may be interested in listening to us talk about what we've been talking about. Movies, MCU, DCU, everything that's coming up this year, movie anniversaries, everything that we kind of cover here. But before we get into this trailer, Puba, what do you think, man?
I'm still amazed that we're here. That people, who comment on what we're talking about. People have missed us when we took a break during the holidays. It's good, man. I mean, I'm gonna say something, then I'm gonna ask you the question of what I'm talking about. So, just something memorable out of the 100 episodes that we've done. When we did the character spotlights and we did the Joker, and I remember dressing up as the Joker, having to put that makeup on because I just wanted to bring something different to the show and just bring it live. And I stayed in character for the Joker, and I had that cake up on that makeup, and it was old makeup because I dressed as the nun one year. And the makeup was so thick because it was older makeup, and it was going into my eyes, and my eyes were burning completely through that show. That I had to scrape that off during the shower. I remember that, right? A memorable moment out of the 100 episodes, when the first time we got to record in studio together, that was pretty amazing. Like that's probably my favorite of all of the things that we've done within the year. But just an opportunity to kind of sit down and chop it up and talk about how we see things and review things from kids that, for the most part, when we grew up, we weren't allowed to have an opinion on things, right? Our voices were kind of never heard coming from the Bronx, New York, So, just an overall a thought about it. I'm so grateful. Not only to have a show, but to have a show with my best friend. So, it still amazes me every day. The prep time, the conversation that we have behind the scenes of, are we going to cover this? Can we cover this? How are we going to do this? And I'm most grateful for you, Pete. Out of this, I remember that we started this because I had Achilles tendon surgery, and I was bored out of my mind, and I wanted to just do something while I was at home healing up, and I thought this was going to be short-lived. I'm looking forward now to do this, 10 years from now. And again, it doesn't have to blow up, guys. It doesn't have to do anything, but I enjoy the comments. I enjoy reading the comments. I even enjoy being corrected. Like when someone, recently just corrected me on something that I messed up on a movie. I even enjoy that, right? Because that means that someone's watching. Someone's paying attention to what I'm actually saying, whether it's incorrect or correct. It matters. Opinions matter. And I'm just glad that we get a chance to do this. And I'm really having fun till this day. I have more fun now with this than I did at the beginning of it, knowing what kind of show it is, and it's constantly evolving, right? It doesn't stay stagnant, which I absolutely enjoy. And what better person than a best friend to have a conversation with a few times a week. I really enjoy this. I enjoy everything about it, and I hope we get to do this, getting older and grayer. How about you? What's your favorite moment? What stands out for you when you remember these 100 episodes?
Well, I hearing, like you said, you had brought it up when, and look, we get people to subscribe, friends and family when you first start out doing this, but then you get people who are, who you are able to recruit to your show, and they watch your content, and to hear people who are not friends and family say, "Hey man, where were they? We were wondering where you were at. Where are my guys?" That to me was cool. That to me, and we've covered a lot of stuff that, like, the purpose of the show was we talk about this stuff anyway. So to have people who weren't in our circle talking about where are they, we were waiting for the next video and stuff. That to me was just like, that was cool. And 563 subscribers later, almost a year into this, is super cool. I don't even know what other words to put into this. And Puba, this was Puba's idea. Like he said, he was having cabin fever because he was recovering from surgery, couldn't do much, but this was something to help pass the time. And here we are, 100 episodes later, and we both enjoy it, because this is something that if you're not enjoying it, you're not doing it. So we are definitely enjoying it. Puba, along for the ride, man, and looking for the next 563 subscribers, the next 100 videos. And so enough about us. This is that's just kind of like the side note of this episode. We're here to talk about trailer reaction for the new Super Mario Brothers movie, Mario Galaxy, which is a sequel to the, obviously the sequel to the first one, because you're not a sequel, just it's a sequel if it's the second one. You know what I mean? So, but that movie did extremely well.
It was good. First one was amazing.
Extremely well received, of course, in the box office. Money wise, it did well. So, of course, we've had that discussion about sometimes movies get ruined because they're looking for another cash grab. But here's the trailer, and we can judge for ourselves how it looks just based off the trailer, and then when it comes out, you can see it if you want. Here we go.
You're here!
Now, where's the troubled pipe?
Mexican bones. That is so hot. That's so dope.
Come on, you're not the scared guy anymore. Yes, I am! People don't change!
There's the problem. Hey. It's all right.
Who is this?
Yoshi.
Come on.
So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
I mean, talk about some fun. Pete, you're all smiles with this stuff. Talk to me. Why does this stuff make you smile so much?
It's the nostalgia of it. You know, you see the Yoshi a Yoshi reveal, a lot of aspects from the game. You see it in the trailer as well. You hear the music, the sound effects when they I guess ingested the flour or whatever it was that they did. They kind of like rubbed it on their hands. It looks great. It looks great. But again, with Pixar, I think we're kind of used to animation looking this good, and this is very similar to that. When it's computer animated, it looks really good, and this is no different.
Yeah, Illumination does not fall far from Pixar at
Exactly.
all. Yeah, so I agree with you. And then right, I'm smile ear to ear, because this is like one of the first games we've played as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That you talked about boss levels, and you talked about all the things, like even the flame, the way the line dropped on that was fire dope. Again, fire and fire, pun intended, I guess. This looks like a fun movie.
Definitely
Looks like a fun movie.
Let's not forget about look, Mario's been through it. I don't know what the first introduction. We'll fact check this, but my first introduction to Mario was the game Mario Brothers, and I think that came after Donkey Kong, which is he's trying to save this girl from Donkey Kong, this ape a gorilla who stole his girlfriend, and then he's in the game Mario Brothers, he's with his brother. Of course, they're chasing crabs and fireflies coming out of the pipes, and then he starts taking mushrooms, and then he's in this other world fighting turtles that are throwing hammers. So, but let's not forget that he did, I guess he took a break from all that, and he was a referee for a time, and Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and he was a doctor at one point, Dr. Mario, in a Game Boy. In a game for
that game was like Tetris, right? That was like a Tetris game. Yeah,
Dr. Mario. That. So he's been all through it, and he's everywhere. It's something that kind of he's the face of video games. And look, there was a live action Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo. That was just Puba's face, I think, says it all right there. And I think it just translates better into a animated movie than a live action. Look, we just reviewed a live action He-Man. There was a Masters of the Universe. I'm sorry, and there was a previously in the 80s there was a live action Masters of the Universe as well. So them going back to the well just shows how popular these things can be, and that shows with the amount of views the official trailer for Masters of the Universe got. It was over. I think it did better than The Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah. So that's big, because Star Wars is a big brand. The Mandalorian and of course Grogu's we're anticipating that movie coming out as well. So for that to do the numbers that it did, I think it shows that people want to kind of, this nostalgia is something that people definitely look forward to kind of reconnect to their childhood. That's how I see it. So it looks great. It looks great. Like Puba said, a fun movie. The first one did well. I'm assuming this will probably do the same.
If not more. The only thing that I'm shocked it didn't come out on March 10th.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm a little shocked about. But Yoshi's huge. I mean, Yoshi's a big deal.
Yes.
Where I think people were wondering where was Yoshi in the first movie, in a sense, right? So to bring him here, make him a character. Mushroom's a little unhappy that there's another person in the crew. He's not happy about it at all. The princess with the umbrella looked fire. Again, Luigi shook daddy. Like, he's always the scared one. The banter looks good. That's what I'm really happy about that. And I'm curious on the storyline here. We have Bowser, which is an easy storyline for the first one. I'm curious to how they now do this second one. Because, again, this probably will be more than likely a trilogy for the most part. Hopefully they don't burn this to the ground, in a sense. But I'm okay with this one second coming out. Like you've always stated, it's not too long from the first one. So it makes sense to have this come out now. But I'm all in. We'll cover it here on Nerds Podcast. We'll see you guys in April on this one. Please comment below your favorite Mario game. Please comment below your favorite Mario moment. Anything nostalgia you can think of, please comment below.
If I missed any one of Mario's many jobs, please let us know in the comments. Again, people don't know. People don't remember that he was a doctor for a short time and a boxing referee and a plumber. So yeah, he's kind of done it all. Mario's old, so I know he's dyeing that mustache because there's no way it's going to stay that color after all these years. But Booba bringing up March 10th, if you didn't know, March 10th abbreviated spells out Mario, which is one of the cooler things. That's along the lines of May the 4th. Is May the 4th with Star Wars Day. It's very similar to that. So hope you guys like the trailer. Please let us know what you think. If I missed anything, if Mario is what Mario means to you as well, as far as, back when you were a kid, when was the first introduction from Mario to you? For Puba, for myself, we will return.
The worst episode ever.